Welcome to my channel. So in this video, we are going to solve the Fourier transform problem for the cosine signal. Okay, so the two types of cosine signal we are going to see. The first question is obtain the Fourier transform of cosine wave having frequency f naught and peak amplitude a and plot its spectrum. Okay, so it is a December 2016 question. And you see, so what is the cosine signal? So the mathematical expression for the cosine signal is a cos 2 pi f naught t. So here the amplitude is given as a and the frequency it is given as a f naught. So that's why the cosine wave it can be written as x of t equal to a cos 2 pi f naught t. Okay, so it is for the time t is in between minus infinity to infinity. So that's why the given signal it is available for the entire time duration of minus infinity to infinity. And this 2 pi f naught it can be written as the multiplication of 2 pi into f naught it can be written as a omega naught. So this expression it can be also be written as a cos omega naught t. Okay, either a cos 2 pi f naught t or instead of 2 pi f naught we have to put omega naught also. Okay, so the question is that we have to find the Fourier transform. So the first one, according to the definition of Fourier transform, so the Fourier transform of the signal x of t, it can be written as capital X of j omega. So x of j omega equal to, what is the formula? Integration over the interval minus infinity to infinity x of t into e power minus j omega t dt. So this is the Fourier transform formula. So in this Fourier transform formula, we have to substitute the value of x of t. So what is the given signal x of t? A cos omega naught t. So instead of this x of t, we have to put a cos omega naught t, okay, into e power minus j omega t dt. So here the given signal x of t, it is available for the interval minus infinity to infinity. So that's why we can't change the integration limit. It is from minus infinity to infinity. So in this one, the term a, the a is that is constant. So you take it outside of this integration. Okay, and the next one, integration of cos some value into e power that one we can't integrate directly. That's why we can convert this cos omega naught t in terms of e power j theta. So you know the formula for the cos theta. So what is cos theta? Cos theta is nothing but e power j theta plus e power minus j theta divided by 2. Okay, so you know the trigonometric formula. The cos theta it can be written as e power j theta. In the place of theta, what is the term is there? Omega naught t. So e power j omega naught t plus e power minus j omega naught t divided by 2. Okay, so we can write like this. So in that the 1 divided by 2 is a constant. So you take it outside. Okay, then you multiply e power j omega naught t, this first term with the e power minus j omega t plus this one multiplied with this one. So you split the integration. So integration minus infinity to infinity e power j omega naught t e power minus j omega naught t. So in this two term, which one is common? We are taking minus jt as a common. We have to write like this. Okay, similarly, you just combine these two terms. Okay, e power minus j omega naught t e power minus j omega t. So in this, the power is, the base is same, the power, so we have to add the powers. So if you are adding, we will get e power minus j omega plus j omega naught t into dt. Okay, so then in this thing, the j is common, you take j as a common. So we will get like this. Similarly, in this term, taking j as common, we have to write e power minus j omega plus omega naught t dt. Okay, so if you are integrating this e power minus j omega minus omega naught t, we will get e power minus j omega minus omega naught t divided by minus j omega minus omega naught. But with the limit you see minus infinity to infinity. Okay, so we studied, that is we solved different Fourier transform problems. Okay, so in that the limit is restricted to either 0 to infinity or minus infinity to 0 or some minus t by 2 to t by t. Okay, that's why we will get the integration answer is some limited answer. But here the integration limit is from the entire duration minus infinity to infinity. So if you are substituting e power infinity or e power minus infinity means we will get the integration answer is infinite. Okay, So the answer, the Fourier transform answer for this signal is infinite. So that's why we can't solve this integration in as usual method. Okay. So what is the answer for this integration means? So already you know when that is thing. What is the meaning means? So if you are taking, that is the Fourier transform of 1. Okay, 1 means it is a DC signal. Fourier transform of the DC signal. DC signal means, you know, throughout the time the signal is having amplitude 1. Okay, so according to the property of that unit impulse function, integration minus infinity to infinity 1 into e power j omega t dt means the answer for this integration is del of omega. Okay, so this is the answer. So you just compare this integration with this integration. So here in the integration, in the place of omega, what is the term is there? Omega minus omega naught is there. So that's why the answer for this integration is del of, in the place of omega, we have to put omega minus omega naught. So the answer for this integration is del of omega minus omega naught. Okay. Similarly, so you compare this integration with this standard formula. So if you are comparing these two in the place of omega, what is the answer is there? Omega plus omega naught. So the integration for this answer is del of omega plus omega naught. Okay. So here, so therefore the Fourier transform of the cosine signal for the entire duration is a by 2 del of omega minus omega naught plus del of omega plus omega naught. Okay. So that means 1 means DC signal, del means unit impulse. The DC signal, that is if you are taking Fourier transform of impulse signal means we will get the answer 1. Similarly, if you are taking Fourier transform for DC signal, we will get the spectrum as a impulse spectrum. Okay, so these two is said to be the Fourier transform pair. Okay, so that's why we will get x of j omega equal to a by 2 del of omega minus omega naught plus del of omega plus omega naught. So what is del of omega minus omega naught? This is the impulse spectrum shifted by the amount omega naught. Okay, to the right side. Del of omega plus omega naught means this is the impulse spectrum. It is shifted to the left side by omega naught amount. Okay, this is the Fourier transform of cos omega naught t. Okay, a cos omega naught t. If a equal to 1 means we will get 1 by 2 into this answer. Okay, and in that question they will ask draw the spectrum. Okay, so what is spectrum? The magnitude spectrum, that is the spectrum is having the two graph, magnitude spectrum and phase spectrum. So here the x of j omega answer is not at all having any imaginary part, only real part. So that's why the phase spectrum is 0. So the modulus of x of j omega as it is this x of j omega, since x of j omega is having only real term. Okay, so but here you see, so this term is having two terms. So a by 2 del of omega minus omega plus omega naught plus a by 2 del of omega minus omega naught. So that's why according to this one, so this is the addition of two impulse signal. Okay, one impulse signal, this impulse signal is available for the time omega minus omega naught. The impulse means, you know, impulse means at the particular instant only the signal is available with some amplitude. What is the amplitude? A by 2 amplitude. Okay, similarly del of omega plus omega naught we have to draw to the left side by the amount omega plus omega naught, the amount is a by 2. Okay, so this is the magnitude spectrum of the cos omega naught t problem. Okay, so this is a one type of cos omega naught t problem. And another one is that you see the second problem, find the Fourier transform of cos omega naught t into u of t. So what is the difference between this problem and previous problem? In the previous problem, simply the x of t equal to a cos omega naught t. That means that the cosine signal is available for the entire time duration minus infinity to plus infinity. But here in this problem, find Fourier transform of cos omega naught t into u of t. So you know, any one function multiplied with unit step signal means this entire signal is available only for the positive time duration. Okay, so that's why in the Fourier transform, that is the integration, in the integration limit is only restricted to 0 to infinity. So that's why the Fourier transform answer for this problem is different from the previous problem. Okay, so we will solve in this manner. Okay, so you see, so what is the given signal? X of t equal to cos omega naught t into u of t. So you have to write down the Fourier transform formula. What is the Fourier transform formula? Fourier transform of x of t equal to integration x of t e power minus j omega t dt. Okay, then from this we have to substitute the x of t value. What is x of t value? Cos omega naught t into u of t. So you know, if in one thing u of t it will come means we have to reduce the integration limit is from 0 to infinity cos omega naught t e power j omega t dt. Okay, and in order to integrate this term, so here one cos term is there, one e power term is there. Okay, so now we have to replace this cos, instead of the cos term we have to express in terms of e power, means we will integrate in an easiest manner. So that's why you know the formula for the cos theta. What is cos theta? E power j theta plus e power minus j theta divided by 2. Okay, so you compare these two. In the place of theta, which one is available? Omega naught t is available. Okay, so this one is the same procedure as that of the previous problem, but only the thing is the integration limit. Okay, so per substitute, instead of cos omega naught t, you substitute here. Okay, then you take 1 by 2 as a common. Okay, outside this integration, and you just combine the two e powers. Okay, we will get like this. Okay, and here you just integrate. Okay, since here the integration limit, one is 0, one is infinity. Okay, in the previous problem the integration limit is minus infinity to infinity. That's why the integration answer it will get infinity. Okay, so but here one limit is finite limit 0. So you integrate like that. So if you are integrating the first term, we will get e power minus j omega minus omega naught t divided by minus j omega minus omega naught. Similarly, if you are integrating the second term, omega plus omega naught. Okay, with the limit 0 to infinity. So first you substitute the upper limit. So if you are substituting the upper limit here, e power minus infinity. So what is e power minus infinity? It is 0. Okay. Then if you are substituting the lower limit, we will get minus of e power 0, 1 divided by this answer. Okay, similarly substitute the upper limit for this one. So e power minus infinity 0. Then minus of, you substitute the lower limit. So we will get 1 by minus j into this one. Okay, so here this minus of minus plus, similarly minus of minus plus. So we will get the answer like this, 1 by j into omega minus omega naught plus 1 by j into omega plus omega naught. So in this two term, j is common. So you take it outside. Okay, common. Then you take LCM. So if you are taking LCM, finally we will get the answer minus j omega by omega squared minus omega naught squared. Okay, so this is the answer for the cos omega naught t into u of t. Okay, this is the Fourier transform of causal cosine signal. That is, causal cosine signal means that the cosine signal is available only for the positive time duration. Okay, this cos omega naught t into u of t, the signal starts from 0 and it will end with time t equal to infinity. For the negative time, this signal is not available. Okay, not available. So this is the cos omega naught t into u of t. The first problem cos omega naught t. Okay, simply cos omega naught t means this cosine signal is available for the entire time duration minus infinity to infinity. Okay, so at the time we will get the answer a by 2 del of omega minus omega naught plus del of omega plus omega naught. Okay, so these are all the two different types of cosine problem. Okay, so you just see, so which type of question they are asking, and you answer for the particular thing. Okay, so thanks for watching. So in the next video we are going to see the sinusoidal signal. For sinusoidal similar to cosine signal, we are going to obtain the Fourier transform of sinusoidal signal. Okay, so keep watching, and please subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.